Okay, this is a video that we're going to do in the middle of the lesson because media queries tend to be so confusing. And how do I do media queries? Well, I don't remember the code, and I don't think anybody else does either. So I always go to Google, type in CSS media queries, find the CSS media queries W3 schools, and there it is. We are already doing this not right there. This right here, we already have this. Well, no, we don't have that either. Never mind. Never mind. So here is the example. So this is, I do even do this in class because I can't remember. So I'm just going to copy that. That's the media query. Then I'm going to go into my CSS, and the media query always starts after the last of your CSS selectors. So Control V, paste it back in. I need a closing brace. Whoops, come on. And there we go. So if we take a look at our web page, which is right here, and then I'm going to right mouse click and inspect. That's going to put up my inspection tool on the right. And then the next thing I'm going to do is, if I should do it, is grab this side and start moving it in. And you can see that little number at the top right over here that disappears every time I move away. And that's going to tell me when things are going to break. So everything's looking good, but when I get to about here, about 900 pixels, these pictures are way too big for that header. Well, not way too big, but they're getting really big. So anything smaller than this, these picture sizes are going to be larger than the whole center section. Kind of silly. Notice that our navigation is wrapping. Sweet. So we're not going to have to worry about that. This down here is adjusting also, so we're fine there also. So what I want to do is these are 250 by 250 pictures, and I want to make them so that below 900, they're going to be 150 by 150. So, and also because because remember this right here is our class for header center, header, header container, and it's doing math subtracting the 250 on each side. So I'm going to have to change that math too. So let's go ahead and see how we do that. Nothing's in our media query, but I know that 900 is where things break. So I'm going to put 900 down there. Then over here, I'm going to do end 900 pixels, and then select it and hold down the control key and press the slash button underneath the question mark. And that's going to comment it out. I recommend comment every one of your media queries. We're going to have multiple ones here. In the last lesson, which we didn't have to worry about that. There was only one media query. But you should get in the habit of commenting because this brace right here is going to kill you. That's the thing that's going to drive you crazy. So if you comment that brace, you'll never have to worry about it not being there. All right, so let's go back up to the top. Here is our container. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that and paste that down here. And then tab it over. Select it and press tab and it moves it on over. All right. So what's the other problem? Where up here does it say that the pictures are 250? Well, it doesn't. The pictures are naturally 250. But if I change the picture size up here, which is what I'm going to do, then I have to restore the 250 down here. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a selector we don't have, and that is header, figure, image. And I'm going to say that width 250 pixels and height. Probably don't have to do the height and width, it'll automatically adjust, but this is good to be specific. So nothing changes. So if I do file, save all, and I told you not to bother doing this, but I'm going to show you why. Nothing changes. Everything stays the same above and below 900, but you can see that, what a mess. See how that really messes up. So Now what we have to do is we have to go to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this selector here. I already have this selector here. So I'm going to do Control C to copy. Then I'm going to come up here and I need to put it after the figure tag. So after the figure tag, I should probably put it after the header tag. Let's do that. Probably makes a lot more sense since it's header figure. Okay, so Control V. This needs to be moved over. So I do hold down the Shift key and press Tab. Ah, not there. Let's bring it back. Hold down the Shift key and press Tab, and it moves it back over where it needs to be. All right. I want these pictures to be 150 each. 150 and 150. But now the math down here, because remember it was 250 plus 250 is 500. Now it's 150 and 150 is 300. So I need to change this to 300. And now this all matches. When the pictures get smaller, I'll be subtracting less from the 100% so that I have more room then for the header container. Down here in the media query, it says, well, after 900, bring them back to 250. And 250 plus 250 equals 500. Take up 500, let it subtract 500 for 100%. So let's see how that works. I'm going to do File, Save All. And yeah, I gotta bring above 900, so make sure I don't forget it. And again, just in case I forgot, File, Save All, and then refresh. Nothing changes, which is good. We didn't want anything to change at the larger space. So what we want to do now, is I want to start bringing it in. See, 933. Once it gets to 900, danger will, there it is. Once it gets 900, it's okay. 900 is the media query. Once it gets below 900, boom. Now the pictures are smaller and have more area for this text. So that makes a lot more sense going down. And then if we keep moving down, keep moving down, keep moving down, keep moving down, at a certain point, now it kind of ridiculous because again, this thing is being squeezed out. This over here is looking okay, and it usually is about, I think it's about 600. Yeah, we could probably go down to about 600. And you might argue and say, no, that looks ugly. So the media queries is not an exact science. I try to do, 0, 0, or 50, so so this is going to be 600. I'll do 600, I'll do 650. 650 probably, well, 650 probably works too. Yeah, maybe we'll do 650. There we go. Pain in the neck. Okay, 650. So right here, it doesn't look too bad. We got a little extra green space there, but now what we want to do next is we really want to fix this and change it a lot. And that what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the girl, unfortunately. And if you didn't want the girl disappeared, you should have had the girl on the left because the left one stays. We want to move this picture above Trident Tennis and make this one go away because we really don't have enough room now. Once we get to here, we really don't have enough room for two pictures unless we shrink these down more. And that would be another thing. We can shrink these down to 50 by 50. That'd give us some more room. But I'm saying at 600, this picture goes up here because I don't want to give them so small you can't see the picture. And then these will take up the entire container and that'll take us all the way down to the bottom. All right, that's the next lesson. All right, that's it for now.